What's up, y'all? This is your boy Eddie Jackson. Welcome back to the Drop That Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Laidback TV. Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel, all the languages. You could go on your screen and actually look at where you can click on. Just kidding. Type that shit on laidbacktv.com to see how you can download it on your iPhones, Androids, and your Fire Sticks, and get it on Instagram on official_laidbacktv to give them a shout out and answer all the questions you got. Now let's get into some fucking wrestling talk. Alright, guys. It's been interesting going on a lot of situations going on in WWE. A whole ass list got released last week. And what's worse than that? More releases. Let's put it this way. The MFTs are broken up now. It's not even much of them. JC Mateo, who's also known as Jeff Cobbs, is gone. Tongaloa, he's out of there. Now, I'm not going to lie. JC Mateo and Tongaloa, not surprised. Tama Tonga, killing it. The big dude, killing it. Solo Sikoa, killing it. These guys don't even jump on the microphone. They're great in the ring. Just ain't working out. You know, I don't even think JC Mateo was a good fit in WWE. Hopefully, you know, since he still got his ring name, Jeff Cobbs, I think he'll be all right going to AEW with a long-term contract. Maybe. And maybe he can do something with Tongaloa over there as well. But what hurt more than that? The New Day. The New Day is officially released. Well, technically, they parted ways. They were asked to take a pay cut in order to stay on long term. And when I say the New Day, I don't mean Big E. I mean Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. That kind of hurt. Don't get me wrong. I was not a fan of all the Bootios and the New Day music, all of that shit. But you got to admit, they killed it. You know what I'm saying? They killed it. They're the number 2 longest reigning tag team champions of all time. They beat the War Raiders last year at WrestleMania 41 for the World Tag Team Championships. Yeah, I don't see what you do. You know, I mean, when you're not on the microphone, you're not selling merch, no interesting stories, I get it. I get the release. But the New Day doesn't even fall in that fucking category of being released. I don't get why. You know, and personally, I understand budget cuts, but to try to negotiate for them to take a pay cut to stay on long term so they can purchase fucking talent, such as an example, Dan Housing. I want to know how much Dan Housing's getting because his merch sells, his matches suck. His promos, entertaining. At WrestleMania, they had a fucking Dan Housing blimp. And they're even giving him a match at WrestleMania. At Backlash. We'll get into that. I don't know what could happen. Personally, them going to AEW, I mean, they don't have to take the names Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. They can switch it up. They don't have to use the New Day. They can use the New Age. And there's room over there at the Hurt Syndicate, you know, with MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and Bobby Lashley. I heard Bobby is interested in them coming out there. Let's see. Or maybe it's vacation time. Who knows? I mean, there's nothing stopping them from going on getting tag team championships in TNA, facing the Hardys. That'd be interesting. Moving on. Ricky Saints debuts. That's interesting. And Ricky Saint's debut was okay. It didn't move the needle to me. You know, he debuted in AEW against Cody. He debuted in the main roster on SmackDown against Cody. I don't know. You need a good dance partner. He was doing good in NXT. I'll give him that. But it's just, you know, there are people who stayed in NXT a little bit too long, and then there's ones that needed to stay there even longer. But, you know, he did everything he needed to. He was NXT North American champion. He became NXT champion, beating Opa Femi. I don't know. Jacob attacked Solo with a Tongan death grip. I don't know where's Jacob, you know, doing now. I don't know if he's a babyface, a heel, both. I don't know. It gets a little confusing now. But we'll see. We'll see what that is when we break down Backlash. Gunther on SmackDown attacking Cody Rhodes, gunning for the undisputed WWE title. I wonder if that was the favor that was owed to him by Paul Heyman. If it was, not bad. Let's see where you go from there, because the match against Gunther and Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel the year before, facing each other for the Crown Jewel inaugural championship belt. I don't know what you do next with that story. You know, it is a career killer versus an American nightmare. El Grande Americanos mass versus mass match. Something tells me, you know, because Chad Gable is the OG of El Grande Americano, and Ludwig Kaiser is El Grande Americano. I don't understand why you have, like, okay, I was brought to my attention with when El Grande Americano first started. It was an American who was going to study the art of luchador, lucha libre, and it was an American to do it. That's why he's from the Gulf of America. And it turns out that that's no longer the case. With Ludwig Kaiser, that's a European who's posing as an American luchador who speaks Spanish in Mexico. I'm confused. What the fuck is this about? I like Chad Gable as El Grande Americano because it makes sense with the name and how he carries that character. But if we're looking at who's the more talented playing El Grande Americano, multi-language, you know, bilingual and everything, I think Ludwig Kaiser takes the cake on that. So I think Ludwig's gonna take that one, and Chad is actually going to get unmasked since the American Maid actually is helping them now. So Ruka is on Raw now. Big contract signing. She's a former dual champion, former women's speed champion. At the same time, simultaneously was holding the women's North American championship. Interesting promo with her and Becky. Becky punched out Adam Pearce. The promo was good. Everything was going very good until that botch on the Soul Snatcher. Damn, I don't know. Damn, I at first I wasn't feeling that move because I don't know. There's so many things about it. It's not realistic. That could injure Soul Ruka. But now I've grew to like the Soul Snatcher. Actually, it's actually a pretty dope, out of the blue, nowhere fucking cutter. You know, everybody's using cutters, super kicks, spears. Why not? You know, I think it'll be interesting to see what Becky Lynch and Soul Ruka pull off. Either we're gonna see this at Clash in Italy or Saturday Night's Main Event this month. Let's see. Liv Morgan and the Judgment Day are questioning the loyalty of Roxanne. I think Roxanne is going to be the next one to actually kick it out of the Judgment Day. But we'll see. Opa Femi got the challenge of a lifetime. The open challenge was answered by Alpha Academy's own Otis. This was a dope match. It was very entertaining. Otis got that power, but it was really cool to see what Opa Femi could do. I don't see, don't get me wrong, Opa Femi is red fucking hot right now. You know what I'm saying? He's literally killing it. But it's like, who do you do the story with? Who's the dance partner that's going to make a difference? It just seems like he's dominating everybody. If this is a lead up to Roman, or Braun Breaker, or even Gunther, cool. I think I would like it. Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu made it official with their contract signing for Backlash World Heavyweight Championship in the main event. Roman got held up with a tongue and death grip and put through a table. I don't even know. I don't know. You know what? Fuck that. Let's just go right into it. Let's go down to the matches. It's gonna be 5 matches for Backlash in Tampa this Saturday. It's going down. We got Seth freaking Rollins taking on Braun Breaker. This is our segment. Who you got? I got Seth Rollins. I think this is going to be a lesson learned for Braun Breaker. But I think it's going to keep going. I don't think this is going to be the final match with Seth and Braun Breaker. I could see this being Saturday night's main event or even clashing in Italy. A rematch for the United States Championship. Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn. I got Trick Williams, and this will be the official heel turn of Sami Zayn. I was never even entertained with this match at WrestleMania. We got Dan Housing with a mystery opponent to take on The Miz and Kit Wilson. I personally don't even give a fuck about this match, but I guess Dan Housing is probably going to pull it off. You know what? Fuck that. I'm going for Miz. I like Miz. The final encounter, and once and for all, Io Sky is going to take on Asuka. I wouldn't be surprised if Kairi Sane does a 180, signs back with the WWE, and turns on Asuka so Io Sky could go for the win. I'm going to go with that. And the main event, Roman Reigns, the OTC, taking on the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, for the World Heavyweight Championship. I personally do not want to see either one of them lose. I think star power goes down as soon as they lose, because what do you do next? You know, I don't want to see a win. I don't want to see either one of them win or lose. You know, I think there should be a great 5-star match with a double disqualification. Interferences like a motherfucker. Usos, MFTs, like everyone. I want that. I'm going for that. Yes, that's what I'm going to go for. Yeah, that's what we got. We got Backlash this Saturday in Tampa. Benchmark Arena. It's going down. It's going down. I can't wait to see what happens. Y'all make sure y'all tune in on Backlash. We're going to do our reviews. Our reviews of the results for Backlash in Tampa next week. You know, match of the night, ring gear of the night, entrance of the night, and the MVPs of the night for Backlash Tampa. This your boy Eddie Jackson, who dropped that podcast. Make sure y'all stay up, all right? Peace.